Our next guest has years of experience behind him, making him a go-to expert at what he does. Las Vegas Coin Company has decades of knowledge, whether it's about coins, collectibles, jewelry, watches, and a whole lot more. My friend John Jankowski is the owner of Las Vegas Coin Company, and he is back to talk to us this morning. Hi, friend.
Good morning. Good morning.
Is fun. It's just the two. You know, I've been waiting where it was just the two of us, where we could really connect.
I like that. I like that. There's so much energy in the studio today.
You know
this is really something.
Isn't there?
Yes.
Actually, I love Friday shows are often very exciting. So I'm actually glad you're here on a Friday. Anyone who is into collecting, who is into coins, who is into old, interesting things that have history, are going to be fascinated by what it is that you do.
I think so. We brought a selection of things, but really, I wanted to focus on that little coin right there, which that's called. I hope you can get a focus on that.
Sure.
That's called a seated dollar. And what's interesting is the symbolism on coins like that. That coin was made in 1845. Now, that wasn't too long after the independence of the Revolutionary War. And on the front of that coin, you'll see a woman seated, and that's representative of liberty.
I'm going to flip her over.
Yes,
there we go.
But
there are a lot of stars on there. It's very
there
pretty,
are.
But no
they
writing.
represent the stars of freedom and of each state. But the interesting part is on that staff that she's holding in her hand, there's a cap called a Phrygian cap. That was given to Greek slaves when they were given their freedom.
Wow.
And so the United States won its freedom, and that represented that freedom that was won in the Revolutionary War. And so there's a lot of symbolism on those coins. Not to belabor it, on the back you have the eagle, and the eagle's holding arrows in one hand and the olive branch of peace in the other.
So this is the back of the coin is a very classic symbol of the eagle, United States of America. And then I find this interesting. $1 is abbreviated. It says $1 doll.
They ran out of room.
Yeah, they did. You know.
And so that was really the symbolism there I find very interesting. But something I wanted to focus on a little bit today is the word predator.
Okay,
now,
kind of a dark word.
It is a dark word, and yesterday it really sunk home to me at our shop. Two separate groups of people came into our shop. One had inherited some coins from a woman, and they showed us 34 gold coins. The woman had paid $424.26 a piece for these coins. I happen to remember the exact number. We would have charged her about $227 for the same coins. So she bought that off of a large television, sophisticated marketing company because she thought she was doing something worthwhile. She fell to the predators. And when people see things, including me here on TV, there's a sense of legitimacy. Because I'm on TV and hanging out with you, that doesn't make me legitimate. And so I want our customers to think about this, because it's happening too many times. Where people buy things because they see somebody, an iconic actor on TV, who may know nothing about the product he's actually fronting for. And those people, the lady, of course, she's deceased, so she doesn't know what she lost.
You know what I love about what you're saying right now, John, is you're being fiercely protective of your clients and of your customers and of just people out there in general. When they're dealing in the markets that you deal in, there's a lot of vulnerability and there's a lot of misinformation.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I don't know if I was going to even talk about this today because the word predator is a dark word. But then, not 2 hours later, another lady came in, same thing.
So can we skip to, rather than dwelling on the dark side of the transaction, let's talk about the solution and how you see that people cannot be taken advantage of. What would you advise to buyers?
Okay, that's a great question. The lady that came in yesterday, she asked if I had any $20 gold pieces. I said we'd sell her this graded one for $1,350. She said, $1,350? I thought, that's a good price. And then she said, well, I just bought some from a company in Arizona, and I paid $2,250, $42 a piece. And so the way to protect yourself, if she had done that in the first place, she would have never made that $30,000 transaction with a company out of state. She would have at least picked up the phone or come into a store. Doesn't even have to be our store, any store, and say, what do you sell this
Get
for?
a second and third opinion, or
Yes.
maybe a fourth, indeed.
Yes.
Really quick before we wrap, can we just go around and show some of the fun items that are on the table? Because
Okay.
I love
Yes.
antiques. I grew up going to
Okay.
antique stores with my mother, and I love history.
I knew
What
you
are
were going to
these
grab that
bottles?
first.
What are these?
Both of those are soda bottles, and what makes them unusual, the one in your right hand is from the 1800s from Honolulu.
Jeez.
These are both from Hawaii, so Hawaii bottling companies are much more rare than other ones.
These are beautiful. You know what? We've run out of time. You know what I would do with this, John? I'd put it on a table and put a flower in it because it's, I mean, I love glass.
I do
actually
too.
really adore glass. It's beautiful.
I actually
And
don't want to sell those.
who doesn't love Hawaii? All right, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. Las Vegas Coin Company is on Southeastern Avenue, right across from BJ's restaurant, also Red Robin. I love going there, and the Brew House, south of the 215. Their number, their website are right there on your screen. Go down and talk to John. He's a very interesting guy, as you can tell. Las Vegas Coin Company, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.